Hey everyone, it's Chris from Rat Race Rebellion. We have been getting a lot of queries from people who would like to work from home in the cannabis industry. Now, we periodically post jobs in the cannabis industry to the Rat Race Rebellion site, but because of the number of queries, I decided to do a deep dive and see how many companies I could find that currently have work from home positions open. Now, depending on when you view this video, the companies may or may not have available positions, but the fact that they have them today means that they have a history of hiring remotely. So keep all of them on your radar and check back with them periodically to see if they have something that would interest you and that you qualify for today. I want to start off with the company actually that some of the funding for the company came from Snoop Dogg. And the name of the company is Dutchie. You can find them at Dutchie.com. Let me just make that a little bit of a bigger visual for you so that you can see the URL. So you can see them at Dutchie.com. All right. And when you go into a lot of these sites, the first screen that you're going to find is asking for you to verify that you are at least 21 years old. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, each of these sites is going to have their own way to navigate to the careers page. So as we go through these companies, I'm going to take you to their homepage and show you how to navigate to the careers page from the homepage. So in the case of Dutchie, what we're going to do is scroll down to the bottom of the page, and it's not going to let me all the way down so you can see it. So let me move my screen, and we're going to click on Careers and see Open Roles. And that's going to take us down to the bottom of their page. And you can see they do a really good job of indicating that their jobs are remote or which ones are remote. And again, you may or may not find a job that fits your particular skill set and areas of expertise today, but keep Dutchie and these others on your radar so that as they change the positions, you can check in and see if there's something there that might fit well with your particular skill set and work experience. All right, so that's Dutchie.com. Next, I'm going to take you to Connected Cannabis Company, and you can see that's connectedcannabisco.com. And their menu is actually over on the left-hand side of their page. I'm going to click on that little hamburger menu and go to Careers. Get you centered again here. And if we scroll down, let me just check their drop down here and see if they have remote as an option. They do have remote positions, and they appear to be hiring only in California. So for those of you who are in California, and you probably know by now it's hard to find remote jobs in California due to their tax laws and incorporation laws. But it looks like Connected Cannabis Company is one that you should definitely have on your radar. So next, we're going to Weedmaps. Weedmaps, that's WEEDMAPS.com. All right. And if you take a look across the top of their page, they actually have their careers page front and center so that you can find that very easily. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to see what they have here. They have their current openings. Okay. And they're showing only California in here. Again, so these are California-based companies hiring within California. And the ones that are remote, you'll see highlighted with the word remote right there at the beginning of the job description. So that's Weedmaps. Now let's head over to LeafLink. That's Leaf, L-E-A-F, link.com. All right, and let's see if we can track down their careers page. I'm going to scroll to the bottom because I'm not seeing it anywhere toward the top. And there we have careers in that lower right-hand corner of the page. See open roles. And we can see here remote, 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 and remote. All right, these seem to be upper level jobs. That's fine. I'm sure that they'll be adding other jobs of different types in the future, but what we're finding is they are a company that's open to and apparently very supportive of remote hiring. Now, off to Cannabis Creative. All right, this is a marketing agency for the cannabis industry. And once again, I'm not seeing anything directly at the top, so I'm going to scroll to the bottom of the page. We find that more often than not, you're going to find careers right at the top or right at the bottom. So we'll click on careers. Let's scroll down and see what we can find. See current positions, account manager, and we can see this is a hybrid remote work model. We want you to work where your we want you to work where your work is best done. So obviously another company that's open to remote work. I don't know if the other position is also remote. They did have another one listed there, the junior designer position. But I'm assuming if they were open to remote on the first, they're probably also open to remote on the second. And they do say right on their page that they have remote workers from all around the country. So that's good to know that they're not putting geographical limitations on it. All right, let's move on to Treez. That's Treez. And their URL is treez.io. In this case, I'm going to go to company because sometimes they do have submenus and this one does, and careers. They have a link that says click on, view open roles. Oh my goodness, I don't need for you to expand on the whole thing. Bear with me. They've got one of those crazy graphics that gets larger as you scroll down. I'm going to click on view open roles, and their site is kind of going left to right here. So see open positions. And again, we have all of the positions here, and we can see remote US, remote US, remote US, and apparently they have an on-site opportunity in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. So different types of opportunities available here at Treez. I do want you to notice that, we started at treez.io. I want you to take a look at the URL and see that when we clicked over to careers, it switched to recruitingbypaycor.com. Don't be alarmed if you see changes up there as long as you start at the corporate website. This happens because a lot of companies use applicant tracking software systems, and that means that they actually use an outside source for gathering application information, but they're completely legitimate as long as you start at that corporate homepage. You know that where you're going is a place that they're sending you to. It's not somebody trying to use their name. All right, next is Leafwell. And I believe we've posted some of their positions on the Rat Race Rebellion site. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. And by the way, if you're not seeing the Are You 21 or Older pop-up, it's because I already pulled these sites up in advance, so I wouldn't have to do that in the course of making this video. So that's Leaf, LeafWell.com. And I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and click on Careers. Going to scroll through some of the information that they have here. And as we scroll down, we can see remote workers, remote, and more remote. So yeah, and these patient care representative roles, I imagine that those are probably going to be similar to customer service. This is West Coast preferred. Yeah. Basically taking incoming and making outbound phone calls, need a high school diploma and a year of customer service experience. So yeah, that's almost an entry-level position. So definitely one that I'm sure some folks are going to want to take a look at. And depending again on when you're viewing this video, I'm making it on October 2nd, 2023. That position may or may not be open, but keep Leafwell on your radar because they do hire remote workers on a pretty regular basis. So let's hop over to Kiva Confections. All right. And that's Kiva Confections.com. I know because I popped over here before that their careers section is under their About menu. So About and then Careers. Let me just square this back over here. I'm going to scroll down to View Positions and see what they come up with. And again, we can see remote, 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 on-site. They're very good about telling you whether they're remote or on-site, which is lovely. Some of them you have to dig a little bit deeper. So definitely have remote positions of different types. And that's Kiva Confections. Now, hopping over to AWH Holdings. And again, so you can see the URL, awhholdings.com. And let me just check here and see. I don't see any drop downs on these, so I'm going to go to the bottom of the page. And let's see if they have a careers. Yes, they do. Right there, careers. General information about working with them, and then see all positions. And then right here, they have a special field for corporate or corporate and remote. And these, they have the corporate location, but if you click on them, let's see here. I had taken a look at these earlier. Some of these, of course, if they're retail, you're probably going to have to be there. Let's just check some of these others. I'm going to click on this. Okay, this one is retail with 10% travel, and they would prefer candidates who live in Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and New Jersey. So you'll want to, if you see jobs there that the job title seems appealing to you, click through, take a look at the job description and see if they're specifying remote, because they don't put that right in the job title in the front like so many of the other companies do. Now, let's hop over to Silver Lion Farms. All right, I'm going to mouse over About, and that does show us their careers link. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. A list of their open positions. And right now they do have a couple of remote positions. And we do know that historically they do hire remote for various roles. So again, keep them on your radar. They're at silverlionfarms.com. Let me just go back to their main page, silverlionfarms.com. All right, let's see what we have next. Justice Cannabis Company. And their careers link is pretty straightforward. And by the way, their URL is justicecannabisco.com. So after cannabis, it's co.com. All right. And let's go ahead and click on careers. And we'll get centered again here and scroll down. We're going to take a look at all of their positions. And you can see here that right now they don't have a lot of them listed, but that top one is remote. The controller position is remote. And I'm going to go ahead and just type in the word remote in their search field. Let's winnow that down a little bit. All right, and that will pull up all of their remote positions. So yeah, and again, if you're not a good fit for this controller job or others that they might be showing available right now, keep them on your radar because they will change as with all companies. Next up is Canopy Growth at CANOPY growth.com. You can see their careers link right here at the top in the right-hand side. We're going to click on that. Scroll down, view our career opportunities. And you can see many, many of these are taking us off-site to an applicant tracking software system. And it's all good. It's fine. It's fine that it's doing that. Let's see if they have remote in their, they don't have it in their drop-down. Let's try typing remote in here. Oops, in their keywords and search. All right, and that's going to come up with their jobs that are remote or remote available. So again, these look to be higher level positions, but keep them on your radar because you never know what might pop up if one of those isn't a good fit for you. All right, now Leafly. All right, I'm scrolled down their page, but let me get back up to the top so you can see what that looks like. And it's LeafLY.com. I'm just going to check here and see if they have, okay, they don't have a pop-up for their careers, so I'm going to go to the bottom of the page. See if we have careers down here. We do, right there under About Leafly. Going to click on that. Let's scroll down. And they have theirs right here on this page. So currently they have 3 remote positions available, all available remote in the United States. All right, so theirs is very simple to navigate. And then finally, Kurvana, and that's Kurvana. They also have their careers link right there on the top menu of their page. So let's go ahead and click on that. And their career opportunities, let me see, select a location. I'm not seeing remote listed as an option there, but if you look here, it does say remote. Let's click remote, yes, show matching jobs. And currently they have the one, it's for a brand ambassador in the Los Angeles, California area. Again, that might not be a great fit for you today, but keep them on your radar. So that's our list for today. Those are the companies that crossed our radar in a brief research time today. If you had a problem jotting down or remembering or bookmarking any of those sites that I took you to today, just click on the link in the description to the video below, and you'll see a link to the Rat Race Rebellion site where we have a post that has links to all of these companies, so you can go directly to them from our website. While you're here on our YouTube channel, we hope you'll take a moment to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. All of that helps us to keep the channel going and active, so that we can create more videos just like this for you. Have a wonderful day.